Well, hello everyone. My name is Catherine and welcome to another one of my speed paints. If you're new here, hi, how are you? It's great to meet you. And if you're a returning viewer, hi, how are you? It's great to see you again. I originally had planned on finishing up the deity IU that I had come up with the constellations and such, but something rather special happened in my life on Friday, and that is I completed a story that I set myself up for. I mean, when I first thought of this back in 2015, I didn't really expect to go anywhere with it. It was just something cool. I'm like, this would be neat. And then one idea popped up after another, and I thought, that'd be pretty cool to write. And it eventually turned into a story, which eventually turned into multiple stories. And I am so pleased that I went and finished it. For those of you who don't know, I came up with a supernatural kind of AU where Felix is a vampire, and Mark is a ghost, and Ken is a werewolf, and Cena is a monster hunter, and Jack is human until later on in the fic when we find out about Anti. But that's a spoilerish, and I'm not going to spoil that for people who are new to the AU. I already kind of spoiled that, but oh well. So yeah, well, this picture is kind of spoilerish anyway. But I wanted to draw something to thank all the people that helped me get this far. I mean, honestly, maybe if people weren't interested in it, I would have continued with it, but so many people jumped up to support me, and so many people jumped onto the idea, and they just kept praising me with comments, and I feel like I'm tooting my own horn here, but honestly, without you guys, this story would not have been finished. Like, I would not have had the ambition to do it. Because in my mind, I'm sitting there going, there are people counting on you to write this story, and it's a lot of fun, and you should really keep up with it, you know? I just hit my keyboard by accident. But, yeah. So, it kind of motivated me to get this story out, and for people who have followed my writing before know that I am very bad at keeping up with my story ideas, because I jump all over the place, kind of like how I am in this picture, because I kind of forgot to line art Robin, like the bottom half, but I'll get back to that anyway. But, yeah, when I finally finished the first part of this AU, I mean, this is the part that I had planned on writing from the beginning. Like, it ended a little differently because originally it was supposed to be resolved, but I kind of like the way it ended. It kind of ended on a sweet note, and I'm going to write more for the universe. Surprisingly, I just have to think up more stuff. I mean, I have stuff planned, I just gotta get it down into a current plot. I mean, just because these fics were in different kind of parts doesn't mean that they weren't one universal fic. I mean, I would have done a multi-chapter and just slammed it into one whole big thing, but it's not really my style. And I kind of, when I set myself to multi-chaptered fics, I kind of intimidate myself a bit because I feel like I have to update it to a certain point. And yeah, it's a whole bunch of me just getting through me. So I'll do me, and you guys are your AUs. How about that? But yeah, this AU actually holds the most special place in my heart because I met a lot of my friends through this AU. I mean, a lot of them I met through Cybertube, but a good majority I found through the Supernatural AU as well. And I found myself kind of making this my main story, if that makes sense. Like, this is the one that I think of when I think, wow, this is my project. Like, a lot of people do the cybernetic, and I think I saw a comic, that's what kind of tuned me off to Cybertube. But, no one I saw had this idea. And, I mean, there's been an idea once or twice that I've ran across with Supernatural and stuff like that. But it was never really quite like mine, and it felt original, and it felt fresh to me. And I think that's why I kept up with it. And I forgot Mark was a ghost here for a minute, and I started coloring him normally. Just ignore that. But, yeah, then I fixed these colors right here because I don't like clashy colors, and I like pastels. But anyway, we're getting away from the whole rambling and focusing on colors, and yay. But, yeah. So I was originally going to have this whole grand master post of every single character that ever came into the EU was sitting here and congratulating me, and you, and everyone who helped me get through this fic. But the more that I focused on it, the more I realized it was not possible to get it out by Sunday, because that's just, one, way too many people, and two, I'm lazy. But yeah, I finished and started this today, so if anything looks funky, you know why. But it's very hot, and I'm losing my breath constantly, but here is the finished picture. I want to thank anyone who supported the Supernatural AU, or me for that matter, in my endeavors, and leave a comment, leave a like, leave a dislike, tell me what I need to improve on. It's late at night, so I hope this made sense, and hopefully I will see you in the next speed paint. Bye!